Guess where I am, folks? This is my first visit to the shop of Alfredo Gray, also known as Greyfit. Hey, no selfie taking while I'm in here. So, this is a custom harness, I understand, that you made for a tandem pilot. Look at that thing. Let's get a close-up of the angle adjuster or pitch adjuster. Nice, nice. And obviously you can put all the knots you want in the pitch line. Look at that angle change. That's huge. It's down there at a proper angle. So anyhow, I've actually been in the shop already. I was just joking coming up the stairs like that. And I've been in this harness even though it was made for a much larger pilot than me. Let me see if I can go to wide angle. Hey, this thing does do wide angle in video. Okay, it does 0.5x. That's much better. Okay, folks, now we can see this harness, which has yet to be delivered. I've been in the harness. It was super duper comfortable. We're gonna replace the line here. This is that slippery 1/8 inch Dyneema leech line that Willswing has been using. But it's great for static lines, but for running lines it's hard to pull. But you can replace that with 1/4 inch double braid Dacron yacht braid, which is very easy to find at West Marine or wherever. So the reason I got involved in this is this pocket, since as you know I'm a very fervent drogue chute user. And I have just some off-the-shelf drogue chute that I bought from somebody for $40. And so Alfredo came up with a very simple pocket design. It's got lots of capacity, and the pocket closes in front, so it's not going to snag on anything or fill up with air. But show us how to get the drogue. So you got to raise your butt up some more so you can really get your hand in there. There we go. See, look at that. He's twerking. He's twerking, folks. Alfredo's twerking in his harness. I'm telling your wife, dude. But look, you can get your hand in there so you can put any size drogue in that thing. And as I discovered, you can stuff the drogue back in. So if you need to collapse your drogue in flight, which it's an art, but it can be done. If you get your butt out of the apron of the harness, you can actually, without too much work, actually just stuff the drogue back in there. And so I really like this design. There we go. Boom. Bada bing, bada bang. As long as it's out of the way, then you can go on your merry way with your flight. This is obviously, it'd be easier to look at the harness if it was laid out on the working table, but I was super impressed with it. One of the things I really like is, what do you call this lining material?
Oh, that's a spacer mesh.
Spacer mesh.
Yeah, that's...
So it allows your body to breathe. You know how Cocoon harnesses can get really nasty on hot days, especially humid days. So spacer mesh, which is used to line a lot of jackets and life vests and things like that, allows for your humidity from your sweat and perspiration to evaporate away. But anyhow, this thing is like the super mega ultra deluxe harness. Let's do a quick tour.
Let me turn around.
Yeah, as I trip over the box there. But all the important stuff. One of the things I want people to see is the baffling in the main pocket. Obviously, it's not designed for access. That's good. Yeah. All right.
You can access an edge because.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't guess why you want to access.
Well, you could always put another zipper slider on there, but it can kind of. So the baffling is adjustable. It's held in place with Velcro. This was my suggestion. Make it like a camera bag where you can move the spacers around inside a camera bag depending on your lenses and camera bodies and such. And that way you can load up the apron pocket any way you like, and all your stuff is not going to end up aggregating on the bottom and making your life miserable. So let's take a look at the front. And a lot of things are standard, but the quality of the workmanship and the detail to reinforcing, I was very, very favorably impressed with. Excuse me. Obviously, we don't have a reserve chute in there. Now, was this designed to hold a tandem reserve?
Yeah, there is a.
Oh, that's huge.
Here in the bottom, there is this flap
Oh boy. Okay.
that you can either make it shorter.
Okay, so you've got baffling in
for
the
the
reserve
chute, yeah.
pouch, so you can put like a 20,
So
what
you-
would that 28-4
Yeah,
chute
you
in there.
remove this,
Oh boy, look at the size of that.
and then like if you have a little, 175,
Yeah.
we just put it on the as far as the top.
Okay, so you can put a 250, 175
Yeah.
Lara or equivalent, and then you could put a 550, quantum 550.
Yeah, depending on what size do you have.
I actually could put newborn twins in there with no problem, I think.
Yeah.
So it's the marsupial harness. It's the marsupial reserve container. Anyhow,
For me to put it back together here, that
it's easier to do on the. It's always easier to do on the workbench. Anyhow, like I said, I'm extremely impressed with this harness. And there's Carlos formerly from Will's Wing. Good to see you, buddy. And we've got the mirror to make the shop look double the size. But really good setup here. And I know Alfredo's been making a lot of custom glider cover bags and such. But like I said, I'm really, really impressed with the harness. And I know he'll be making improvements. He listens to input, which he got from me in spades. And don't have a stroke, man. Look at his forehead vein puffing up. So this is why we wear helmets, is to protect our vanity.
yeah.
That's the real reason that we wear helmets, is so people can't see our faces turning beet red. Anyway, so there we go. First introduction. As soon as Alfredo has a working harness that I can
Get out
adjust
there,
for my 5'6.5" body, I'll put a phone book in the boot, like foam. I'll put a foam book in the boot. That way I won't end up with massively excessive shoulder strap overhang. And he's not wearing his leg straps, obviously. There's no reason when it's actually a problem if you're indoors.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, this pocket.
Camel Back,
So this is where your Camel Back goes. This looks like it'll hold 6 liters of water, definitely 4. And there's a opening in there for your straw to go through. This is the all-day harness. So the handles for tandem flying on this particular harness. Obviously, this is not a McDonald's harness. You can get stuff any way you want it from him. But I'm certainly impressed, and it's good that we've regained a harness maker with the closure of High Energy Sports and Will's Wing in Orange. So we need all the talented, qualified help we can get in this sport. So I hope people find this useful. If you have any questions, ask Alfredo. I just came by to look at the drogue pockets. So I even brought like 4 different drogues, but the one I put in there is most representative of a standard commercially made drogue, not the custom stuff that I use myself. All right.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thanks for taking that video.
Yeah. You know where to find him. You'll find this video posted all over the place, like 8chan and places like that.